Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
This is COLM for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by the juggernaut Joyce here in Las Vegas. Joe, how's this camp been so far in Las Vegas, and is it good for you to get away from everything back home and get out here to Vegas and really focus?
Yeah, just same as usual really. Get back in the UFC and Salas Boxing Academy, and out in the sunshine. This is I think one of the I can't remember. Yeah, it's one of the hottest camps I've been in like over the summer. So it's been the weather's been mad. Like the highs of 47. So yeah, it's cooking. But yeah, things are going well. I'm more focused and switched on, and with the job at hand. You know, with training and sparring and everything, and like all the like little bits involved in camp, and it's a tough fight I'm up against with Zhang, the rematch. We didn't put on a great performance than last time and stopped with the eye, unfortunately, but we're going again, and this time I aim to get the win this time and get the WBO title back, interim title, so then I can get back in time, get back in time for when the mandatories get called. Now, see, the bar's fighting Usyk, and then IBF would probably be Hrgovic, and then I'll get my shot after that.
Let's bring it back to the point of that night in question against Zhang. When it went wrong for you, what was your initial thoughts after that fight? Obviously, you're devastated, but did you prepare right for that fight?
Yeah, I prepared. I thought I prepared right. I think there were some bits and pieces that wasn't really right, but we're going to put them right for this time round. And yeah, I'm focused and ready to do a job this time and get back what's mine.
A lot of people maybe questioned after that fight if they kind of questioned your professionalism in a way, because they questioned if you had enough southpaw sparring, for example. Did you have enough southpaw sparring, and was it a professional camp? Was there anything in your mind at this point that went wrong in that camp that you can refer back to?
I obviously had southpaw sparring in camp, and I know how to fight southpaws. Like there's slight adjustments of tactics last minute, which I didn't really practice, and you know, a few bits and pieces in the camp, but I've moved on from it. I don't want to go into it now, and I just want this is like a fresh start, a fresh camp, and I'm doing everything that trying to get everything right so I could get it right on the night.
Moving on then to this fight, what do you have to do differently this time around in order to put things right and get that back?
I think like the game plan and tactics, and also practicing what I need to do in the ring is definitely going to help, and coming in a bit heavier, a bit stronger, and more practice. Like because for Zhang, it's easier for Zhang because he's used to fighting orthodox fighters, so he knows he's got the timing and he knows exactly what to do. And especially he had a fight against a similar fighter with Filip Hrgovic. If I said it, Filip Hrgovic, yeah, who I actually shared the ring with as well. And yeah, I didn't really know about his dad, his father passing away before, so yeah, that might have had an effect. But he did really well. He did well in that fight. But Zhang was, it was a close fight, but I just need to. Yeah, so basically what I was saying is, yeah, Zhang had the practice with Hrgovic, and then, so yeah, I think he was at more of an advantage than I was because I hadn't really fought a southpaw, and he's a big old unit, Zhang, and deceptively fast hands, and a very accurate puncher, and he closed up my eye and bruised it up, but I was willing to continue, and I could still see out of the eye, so. I think if it had gone a bit further, it could have changed things, or it could have made my eye worse. But that is, I live to fight another day, and I'm going back in there and gonna beat him this time.
Do you feel that maybe in a way you underestimated him? You spoke about his deceptive, fast hands there. Is that something maybe that you underestimated in the lead up to that fight?
Yeah, I maybe underestimated him a little bit or like overlooked him because everyone's, it's hard to get, it's hard to not get caught up with the hype when everyone's talking about, oh, he's got a granite chin and who should he fight next and all this, that. But it's about focusing on who's in front of you, and maybe I, let the ball slip a bit, but I'm not going to this time.
This time around, do you believe that you can take Zhang out of there, and will you be looking to take him out of there early?
Yeah, I'm always looking to take people out because 12 rounds is a long time to be in the ring if you don't have to, and if people like to see knockouts, and that's what's exciting about heavyweight boxing. So I want to give the fans what they're looking for, and and I didn't like seeing everyone disappointed after I lost like that, and so it's such a much better feeling when I've won and everyone's excited and happy and thinking about the next steps and stuff, and they can all carry on drinking and go out partying and stuff. And instead, it was everyone's like kind of with their tail between their legs, and me included. It wasn't the glossy finish that I thought it would be.
A lot's said about losing that O. When you lost that O, did that relight a fire inside you to say that I'm going to put this right next time around?
Ooh. No, yeah, it was. I would want it to be undefeated, undisputed, but now I can be undisputed still, but not undefeated because I've got a blemish on my record. But that means that there's no pressure to preserve that O.
Obviously, you need to speak about one of your former opponents, Daniel Dubois, in a really tough fight against Alexander Usyk. Do you believe that he has a chance in this fight?
Yeah, of course he's got a chance. He's got a puncher's chance. He hits hard. It's just a matter of if he can hit Usyk, close the range, or because Usyk's going to be in and out, darting in and out, with throwing lots of punches. His head movement, footwork, and the angles and stuff he does. So it's just if the bar can land a big solid punch on him, then it could slow him down, and then he has a chance. He has a chance. He's a younger fighter as well, so I don't know. But I'm thinking Usyk's probably going to do it.
Then we've got Joshua White in a few weeks. Everyone kind of loved that first fight. Do you like that fight this time around for Joshua? Do you believe that it's good at this stage of his career to fight White again?
Yeah, I think it's good for both of them. Good for Joshua, but good for Dillian White. Sort of Dillian White after actually before my fight against Zhang, and he's probably going to go and call me out after the fight. But yeah, he's got that. It's the rematch is happening now, and I think it's good. And see he's a better fighter, and hopefully the styles will gel and we'll get an entertaining fight. And then I don't know. I think there's plenty of good fights out there for me afterwards and for them, but equally both. So I think we can all mix it up and fight each other.
Fraser Clark, Dave Allen was made only in the last couple of days. How do you think that one goes?
I think that's a good fight as well. I've sparred loads of rounds with both of them, and they've sparred each other loads on the GB team up in Sheffield. So I think that's a good fight. Seeing how they're going to do when they're actually fighting, because it's one thing to spar, but I don't know. Has the brain's gone. Has Dave Allen been training? I mean, has he been training? Has he been fighting?
I think he's been fighting on at a lesser level. Not an opponent obviously of anywhere near Fraser Clark's stature. So, do you believe maybe that time out of the ring, so to speak, and not at this high level, will affect him in this fight?
Yeah, maybe. And I don't think Fraser's really been fighting people at that good level either. So, but I think he's kind. Olympic bronze medalist. He's been around the world fighting like top level opposition. So I'd imagine him and his stature and the experience should be able to take care of Adam. But like you never know, especially in the pro game. And Dave Allen hits hard as well.
Another big fight that's been made, and a lot of people have maybe questioned the fight, is Fury and Ngannou. Do you believe it's good for boxing?
I think it's good for Ngannou. And like I think Fury, he could switch off, and it could Ngannou, he hits hard. So if he can land some shots, equally like Dubois and Usyk, then yeah, we could see that. That would be I don't know, what would you call it? That would be a shocker, wouldn't it?
Yeah, shock of the world if that happens. Do you think that Fury Usyk not happening is bad for the heavyweight scene though?
Yeah, I didn't question it wouldn't happen. I thought it was it was a done deal, and then afterwards, then the titles would be dispersed like the Thanos claw, and then like all the gems go like out like that, and then you could go collecting them up again. Like, I thought it would go like that, but now it's only in heavyweight boxing where the champions are holding on to these belts, and then like you're waiting so long for the mandatories, and why isn't these fights happening? Like, I know it's a lot of money involved, and all the ins and outs of boxing. It's a ropey scene, but it's exciting when it does happen.
Last one from me. We're in Vegas for a massive fight. I believe you're going with Shane Watson to the fight. Spence Crawford. How do you think it ends?
I'm not too familiar with Spence, but I've seen Crawford in action, and I met him in person, so I don't know, I'm just going with him, and hopefully he does it, and then my prediction can be right.
Well, Joe, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it, mate. Have you again soon on IFL TV.
Nice one.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.